Hi everyone, I'm Pen Pen. I'm 38 years old, with no steady job and no stable income, living in a small village in China. Today, I'm taking you along to see what a typical, authentic day in rural China is really like. It's around 6 a.m. We've reached the start of autumn now, so the mornings are nice and cool. I thought I'd go for a morning jog today to get a little exercise in. Across the rural farmlands of China, the chirping of crickets can be heard both at dawn and after dark. This familiar sound evokes warm memories of my childhood. Do you hear the calls of these insects in your own country? The early morning air is crisp and refreshing, carrying the sweet aroma of ripening corn across the farmlands. This is the most authentic scene of rural Chinese countryside. This gentle atmosphere fills me with ease and comfort. This is Jifu Temple in our village. On the 1st and 15th days of every lunar month, and during the Lunar New Year and other festivals, villagers come here to burn incense and pray for peace and good health for the whole family. Without regular running practice, I lack the stamina to keep a consistent pace. I alternate between jogging and walking, admiring the farm crops spread across the fields along my route. Can you recognize these crops? What crops are grown in your country during this season? You are welcome to share the common crops of your hometown in the comment section. Sunrise over the farmlands is breathtakingly beautiful, a sight you will never find in city life. I'll stop right here. That's 2 kilometers one way, so I'm going to jog back. Folks are already starting their day's work. I figure they also enjoy the cool early morning weather. Look, even the bees are out making the most of the cool morning. It's just like the saying goes, the early bird catches the worm. With my morning exercise finished, I am heading out for breakfast. I first stopped to see what's on offer at this stall. These are deep-fried vegetable pastries, a beloved snack among many elderly people in rural areas. After browsing, I don't have an appetite for them. They are quite greasy. I will move on to another vendor. A rich variety of breakfast foods is available here. These baked sesame flatbreads filled with meat or vegetables are a popular favorite among children. Adults typically prefer steamed buns, served with millet congee, silken tofu custard, soy milk, and other classic morning staples. I got vegetable steamed buns and tofu jelly for myself, and a marinated egg with soy milk for my daughter. Total cost, 5.5 yuan, about 76 cents. The breakfast stalls are always busy in the morning. People who don't feel like cooking, or older folks who can't cook for themselves, all come here to get their favorite breakfast. After breakfast and a change of clothes, the day's work begins. A neighbor's small chicken farm has been abandoned for years, and all the lumber inside is being discarded. My family is hauling the wood back to our yard. It makes excellent firewood for boiling water and home cooking. In the villages of rural China, neighbors share warm, close-knit bonds. They greet one another whenever they cross paths, and are always the first to offer help when someone is in need. This perfectly captures the spirit of a classic Chinese saying, "Close neighbors are more valuable than distant relatives." All the hard work is finally finished, leaving me completely drenched in sweat. A shower will help me feel refreshed, and enjoying an ice cream afterward will make the moment even more pleasant. Pumpkins are exceptionally affordable in our area during this time of year. This single pumpkin cost 1 Chinese yuan, roughly 0.1 for US dollars. Today, I will use it to prepare an authentic rural Chinese delicacy that is both nourishing and wholesome. First, cut the pumpkin into small chunks and steam them in the pot. Let's wash some small sweet potatoes next and toss those into steam along with the pumpkin. I absolutely love these little sweet potatoes, long and slender, soft, sticky, and sweet. You can even eat them with the skin on. These hearty ingredients steam so quickly, they're ready in just 10 minutes. I'll mash the pumpkin into a smooth puree, grab some wheat flour, mix the pumpkin right in with the flour, add a bit of yeast, and knead everything into a dough. Then we just wait for it to rise. Here, we've got red beans and mung beans. I soaked them yesterday, and they've already plumped up nicely. Next, we'll toss them into the pot and boil them through. These are pitted red jujubes. They are added directly to the pot alongside the red beans and mung beans, then steamed and simmered until fully cooked. Transfer the fully cooked mixed grains to a high-speed blender and process into a fine, smooth paste. A sweet, warm aroma now permeates the entire kitchen. Next, transfer the paste to a pot for further simmering. Add cooking oil to the pot first, then pour in the paste. Add an appropriate amount of brown sugar mid-cooking, and simmer slowly over low heat until a thick, smooth consistency is reached. And that's our red bean paste filling all done. The dough has finished rising too, so let's get started. Yep, that's right, I'm going to wrap the red bean paste inside this pumpkin dough to make steamed red bean buns.
你就包2包，包2个呗，少包2个，然后揉成馍，把这其他的。那别按啥的，那别盆的哟。哎。
Today we're making 2 kinds of red bean buns, one with pumpkin dough and one with regular wheat flour dough. Any leftover dough will turn into plain steamed buns.
这一会儿这个豆沙凉了、软了、硬了都。对，今天那个啥热。嗯。它这个硬。
The pumpkin dough has a soft, slack consistency, so the buns do not have a perfectly neat shape, but their flavor is outstanding. Next, transfer all the assembled red bean buns into the steamer to cook. The pumpkin dough buns have lost their firm structure and become too limp to hold their shape easily. Rest assured, they will still deliver a wonderful taste once fully steamed. In China, we always make 1 or 2 savory dishes for every meal. While I was cooking those, my red bean buns finished steaming. Look how great they turned out. They feel so soft and fluffy to the touch, just like bread.
你拿一个小盘儿，把你那个石头，呀，拿个盘子。你扣一点呗。
Once steamed, we've got a whole big basket full of buns. Pumpkin dough red bean buns and plain wheat flour red bean buns. I can't wait to take a bite and see how they turn out. Break one open, and there's heaps of red bean paste filling inside. The whole house is filled with such a rich, sweet aroma. Wow, that first bite is incredible, soft, fluffy, and perfectly sweet. These taste even better than the store-bought ones. I had my mother-in-law try one of these pumpkin dough red bean buns too. They're absolutely amazing. Since the dough was super soft when I put it together, they stay nice and fluffy like bread even after steaming. I think they taste even better than the plain wheat flour ones. After taking a bite, she said they're even better than the ones you get at the supermarket. Three generations lived together under our roof, 6 of us in total. My mother-in-law and I handle most of the cooking. We barely ever order takeout. We make almost all our meals right at home. The food might be plain and simple, but it feels so satisfying to eat, and it saves us a ton of unnecessary costs too. Sharing warm, happy meals together as a family is such a wonderful, blessed thing. This is my real life. I'm 38 years old, with no steady job or regular income. I live an ordinary day-to-day life, looking after both my elders and my kids. Hey everyone watching, what country are you from? Do you also live in a 3-generation household? Feel free to drop your stories down in the comments. This is the authentic, daily life of a 38-year-old woman living in rural China. I do not covet the bustle of cities, nor linger over time gone by. Rooted in my small courtyard, I live a down-to-earth life. The greatest resilience lies within ordinariness. I wear no elaborate makeup and hold no respectable office position. At 38, my inner strength stems from warm food on the kitchen stove, harvests from farmland, and the security of my family. My life lacks refinement, but it is heartfelt and powerful. If you like my content, please save, subscribe, and leave your comments. This brings our video to an end. We will meet again in the next episode.